Welcome. This is a presentation of Wave PTX, how it can be used in the manufacturing sector. Uh, in India, we aware that we are promoting and working towards making India the next manufacturing hub. So we're trying to promote how Wave PTX can play its role in making India a manufacturing hub. Right. So these are some of the advantages that we have, and talk about how Wave PTX can be used in the manufacturing sector. Sorry. So, Wave PTX is launched in a couple of countries, uh, in Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, India, Papua New Guinea, Vanuatu, and Indonesia. Uh, the reason I'm showing these details is for us to take the benefits of how we can promote and what are the the good practices that we can learn and use Wave PTX uh, uh, in India, and using experience from the APAC region where I manage, the region I manage. So Wave PTX, I'll go from top to down. So Wave PTX, as you know, Motorola is generally predominantly known as a walkie-talkie company, that it offers a walkie-talkie service. But in India and many parts of the globe, as the frequency is limited, because of the traditional two-way radio, the coverage is limited, the availability of handsets is limited. So because of all those reasons, Motorola has acquired this company, and we are offering the service called Wave PTX. The features that this solution offers is group call, like your traditional two-way radio. You can speak to a group of people, right? So typically we offer up to 250 users in a talk group, and we offer up to 96 channels or 96 talk groups as part of our solution. You can also do one-to-one calling. That means you can select a number and call an individual user on a push-to-talk call. You have emergency call, that where you have a dedicated button where you long press it, and it will send out your location and the message. That means whatever you speak to a few predetermined people. So it could go to the dispatcher, it could go to your head of security, it could go a free or a dedicated talk group where a group of senior people or security is on it. So that emergency button is pre-configured. In manufacturing is very important that you have during untoward incident, or whenever you're doing uh, a production run, and you need at times you just one person to speak, right? So during a fire drill, for example, so that time we have a feature called broadcast call, where the person in charge, it could be the head of security, head of operations, the owner of the organization, whoever who's predefined, that person, when he speaks, he or she cuts across all talk groups, and everyone listens to what is being said if their device is switched on. Priority call. Priority call is at times we want senior management to have a higher priority over others. So that's where priority call comes in. Call alert. It could happen that I could be driving or busy or doing something, and I could miss a call in a normal GSM call. But in our push to talk world, we need everyone to be instantly connected, right? So if the person is in a loud environment, or he's driving and doesn't pay attention to his call, to any call or anyone calling out to him, some person can press a call alert. It'll keep alerting him until he picks up the call, right? User finder. Typically, normally we have always, most of our conversation always asks, where are you? So this, because of all our new devices have an inbuilt GPS, this user finder, if you have a large screen size device, and we'll talk about what devices we can offer, where you can find the user on the map, right? Dynamic group call. Dynamic group call, when you bring multiple people for a short period of time into a group. For example, I might want the head of operation, the head of electrical, the head of security, all of them for a brief period on a call together, and I do a push to talk call. So that is called dynamic group call. Geofencing. Geofencing, I could create a geofence, like I said, that nobody should enter that zone, or only these selected should enter that zone. With this facility, I will be able to tell which are the people that have entered the that particular zone or left that particular geofence. Area-based group call. Area-based group call is that I could create a zone and I want anybody in that area be part of the group. So that's where this area group call is. So people across different departments having different, but part I want them to be put in this particular. They can be in this area-based group call. Status or custom text messages. Custom text messages is when because we are using LT SIM card, I can send location, I can send images, I can send files, I can send all of this to a group of people. Uh, so uh, uh, so I could create a status messages of sending, like I mentioned, images, videos, files to a single person or to a group of people, right? Uh, Web-based dispatcher. Web-based dispatcher is nothing but a login and password where you create a link for the account for the user, and then he types it with a particular link. He types in the username, password, and he can see all the users on the map. So in the dispatcher, we offer multiple features. One of them is you can speak to a person or to a group of people. You can make or receive PTT calls. You can track your users on the map. You can create geofences on it. You can record all group communication up to 20 talk groups up to a period of 1 month. If you decide that you want to store the data more than that, you can download the data, because otherwise it'll get overwritten, right? Monitoring talk groups. Like I mentioned, you can monitor up to 20 talk groups. Now I'll go from top to down. So we offer push to talk communication. So the group call, private call, emergency, broadcast, private call, call out, all come under the PTT group call. Location services, because of the inbuilt GPS, I can find the user on the map. Present real time. So if I am busy, I could make on a display type screen. I can make myself. I have an option to make myself busy, so I will not receive any PTT calls, right? And then, but if I need to speak to somebody, I can I can outbound. I can make a call, a PTT or a group call to a group of people, but I will not receive any during that period of time if I'm busy, if I'm in a meeting or whatever. And then once I'm free, I can change my status from busy to available, and then I can start receiving normal PTT calls. Text messaging, like we already discussed. So text messaging, photos and videos is all because of the inbuilt GPS. Now remember the data, the images, the files, all are encrypted and all are sent within the closed user group. That means all the users using the Wave PTX services, only if their device is enabled, they can receive or make text, photo, video. Of course, you need a display screen for that. Message back. Voice message fallback is, let's say if I'm traveling to another place or if I'm going out of the coverage, whatever reason, right? And then someone's trying to contact me. What they could do is they could record a voice, store it on the device, and then when I come back to coverage area or I switch on my device, I will receive that voice message, file, video, whatever sent to me. So that's like, yeah. Now I'll go to the next slide. So this is just a quick brief of the different sectors that manufacturing, just to give a preview of what are the different segments that Wave PTX can be used. These are the devices. So I'll go from left to right. You can use your Wave, you can use Wave PTX in your standard Android or iPhone, but in an industrial environment where there's dust, there's noise, you need a long battery life, you need a dedicated PT button, you need a sensitive device. So for all those reasons, if in case your device falls, if Android device falls, or iPhone device falls, that falls on the factory floor, the more than half the cost of the device is the display itself. Whereas these devices are what we call are built for purpose. So the TLK 100 has it goes up to 96 channels, 96 talk groups, has a dedicated PTT button. It has a long battery life. You can also replace the battery. You have accessories that you can have a multi-unit charger or a single unit charger. It has, you can program the emergency button. If you take the safeguard package, there are a lot of, so it looks like, it feels like a walkie-talkie. So it's very simple and easy to use. The TLK 150, it's a vehicle mounted device where you can, it comes with a power cable where you can connect this device to the battery of your vehicle. So it'll be 12 volts or 24 volts, and it'll have reverse voltage protection. It also has a dedicated emergency button, and that can be used in the safeguard package. So we have two packages: the standard package, which offers you voice, PTT voice, one-to-one group calling, up to 96 channels. But the emergency feature comes under the uh, safeguard package. This can be put in the vehicle, or if you have another power supply that converts 230 volts from your AC supply to this 12 volts DC, and this can be connected as a desktop. Then we also have a device called the RG360. This is a device that can be, it's from a third party company. It has a PTT button, dedicated PTT button, it has a screen, it has a dedicated emergency button. The advantage of this device is you can do both cellular and PTT, right? So depending on the SIM card you put in. This one, because there's no dialing pads, you can only do PTT calling. The Evolve device is for higher tier managers, where you have a dedicated PTT button, you have a volume knob, you have a channel knob. You can go up to 96 channels. You can see your users on the map. You can do cellular calling. So this is more for a high tier people. The dispatcher, like I talked about, this is where you can find your people on the map. You can store up to 20 talk groups. You can find the location of the people. You can send or receive files. So these are the different devices that we have for Wave PTX. Uh, so out here, what I'm trying to illustrate is you have vehicles on the map, which has the TLK 150 installed, and on the dispatcher, you can track your vehicles. And you can also do PTT voice. This is, let's say, the flow I'm trying to show, where the vehicles have inbuilt GPS. Because of the TLK 150, you can do PTT voice and one. So between factories, different places, between warehouses, you can have different talk groups, different groups. You can do one-to-one or one-to-many calls. So the device that we use, because it works on Wi-Fi or cellular LT SIM card, it does not require frequency. You can choose any of the SIM cards. You can use an Airtel SIM card, Jio, or a Vodafone one. All of the three will work. Um, the solution that we offer will work pan India, because it depends whichever coverage that you get, whichever SIM card operator you choose, you will get the coverage as per that, and which have almost all have the similar coverage. You could have, let's say, in some areas you might find that you say that no, out there Geo is better, and in another location of mine Vodafone is better, and in some other location Airtel is better. You can use a combination of SIM cards. That means all don't have to be on one operator. You can use a combination and yet talk to each other. You may say that no, in my office I have Wi-Fi. Can I use Wi-Fi to connect? Yes. So if you have some devices in office which have a good Wi-Fi coverage, you can connect them to your office Wi-Fi. The people in the field could use the LTE SIM card as per requirement. Now, all of this is talking about open systems, right? So what we offer is AS256, which is the encryption standard. This comes inbuilt in the device and the application. So it's part of our package. Because Motorola is a US company, it comes with FIPS 140, which is a US standard. Also, from a software perspective, our software meets SOC 2 compliant and is also ISO 2700. On the device front, our devices are ISO 9000. I'll just step back one. All right. The the TLK 100, the TLK 150, all of the devices that you see comes with a 2-year warranty. The Evolve comes with a 3-year warranty. So the accessories come with a 1-year warranty, and the device itself, against any factory fault, comes with a 2-year warranty for these two. And for this Evolve, it comes with 3 years. With the RG360, again comes with a 2-year warranty. And like small, this software of ours is built in India. So we have a development team in India. So it's actually a made in India product. The firmware is designed in India. The software is made in India. Only the hardware is manufactured out of Malaysia, and it is sent to India. But otherwise, At the moment, most of the components in the software and everything else is made and it's exported globally. So this is Motorola's only development center, global development center for Wave PTX. We're actually Atmanirbhar, if you want to call that. Uh, Now we talked about the encryption, right? So the solution that we provide comes with AS256, comes with FIPS 140, comes with SOC 2 compliant, comes with ISO 2700. It is end-to-end encrypted between our server and the device. So it's a encrypted solution that we are providing you. The device itself, the TLK100, has won many awards. It's won the IF Award, Design Award, with the Red Dot Singapore Award, it won the Good Design Award in Europe. It has a, like I mentioned, a dedicated PTT button, has a volume up and down key, has a menu key. It has a LED which is flushed in. It has a very sensitive microphone. It's a high loud outdoor speaker. It has a dedicated PTT button. So it's a very easy, simple to use. It's like what I called it earlier, built for purpose. It's built for uh, people who want to use walkie-talkie to communicate. The advantage of a walkie-talkie or push-to-talk is that it has instant communication across a group of people. It could be one-to-one or one-to-many, and it could be nationwide. Uh, so these are quick features that we have. It has a channel of going up to 96 channels, has an LT antenna, it has a Wi-Fi antenna, it has a power button, it has a dedicated push to talk button like I talked, it has a removable battery. So in a factory environment where you want to use more than 8 or 10 hours, you want to use 24/7, you can have a multi-unit charger. You can charge the battery separately outside the device, and you can replace the battery after every shift or whenever the battery gets drained out. Right? Uh, so here's an example of so the dedicated PTT button. This is the power button. This is the volume key, up and down. This is the menu key. Here's the channel. You can go up to 96 channels. So typically people also, so like I mentioned earlier, this TLK comes with a 2-year warranty. It can be used on Wi-Fi or cellular. Typical people buy additional accessories. So they could buy a palm-fist microphone or a headset, depending on which type you need, or the single unit charger, or if you could also buy a multi-unit charger. So single unit will charge only the battery and the device, and the multi-unit charger can charge again multiple up to 6 units, right? So what comes in the box? The TLK100 comes with the device. It comes with the LT antenna. It comes with a battery, with a belt clip holster. It comes with a wall charger. It comes the battery door and the battery itself. What doesn't come with this is the SIM card. So you need to buy the SIM card at your choice. Either our partner can help you, or you can buy the SIM card yourself of any of the 3 operators which have a better signal strength. So the TLK 150, it comes with the device itself. It comes with the palm-fist microphone. It comes with the GPS antenna, with the LT antenna, which is space diversity. It comes with a power cable. The Evolve device, it comes with the device itself. It comes with the battery, the holster, the belt clip. It comes with the power supply to charge the device, wall mount charger. It comes with the battery door. So a quick, what are the advantages that we have as Motorola? So software is built in India. The devices are resilient and rugged. Motorola is known for its quality of its products. It comes with a 2-year warranty. We have the development center in Bangalore. You have an authorized service center. Should anything go faulty during the warranty period, most of the upgrades we do over the air. If you need any device fault that is a factory fault within the warranty period, you can send it to our authorized service center in Bangalore. It will get repaired and sent back to you. We understand customers use our service 24/7. So through our partners, we offer a 24/7 support. So like I mentioned earlier, it works on Wi-Fi and cellular. There's no WPC or frequency charge to be paid because you're using LT SIM card of our devices. We can offer a pan-India coverage. Wherever the cellular has an LT coverage, it can work. We offer features that are relevant to manufacturing, like broadcast calling, dispatcher, where you can see the users on the map. You can record up to 20 talk groups. So quick, comparison for people who have used two-way radios versus Wave PTX. So a two-way radio, you may not have the opportunity to do one-to-one calling, whereas Wave PTX you can. both of the two-way radio and Wave PTX offer group call. A dynamic group call is not available on two-way radio. Same broadcasting is not available. Dispatcher is not available. Sending of photos and images is not there. Whereas there in VFTX, there's no license fee required in VFTX. So that's a major bonus, because the very fact of getting the license, managing it, paying for it, it's not very convenient, right? Coverage, again, coverage in the two-way radio is limited, whereas VFTX we offer nationwide coverage. In the two-way radio, there are not too many devices available to spare parts, and accessories are difficult. Whereas VFTX is the latest, newest technology. It has LTE running, so you get the best of the worlds. The advantage of choosing Motorola. So one is that Motorola Wave PTX with the ability to support up to 1,000 users in a broadcast, ability to support 5,000 users in a group. It's a scalable solution, right? We offer new features like emergency broadcast, dynamic group call. All of these are relevant to the in manufacturing sector. You can interrupt. You can connect from your old legacy two-way radios to this new Wave PTX. We can work with our partner and we can help you understand what is required and how to get it done. We are offering the latest encryption, so nobody can listen into your voice communication, right? We offer EH256, we have FIPS 140. We're also offering the Makisaki, which is the latest encryption software. We can help you also whitelist your SIM cards. If you need that, we can explain through our partner how to do it. We can work with you through the operator, whereby all the data going from the device to our server or back is encrypted. So it acts like a VPN tunnel. Our solution is mission critical and it's geo-redundant. What the solution that we are offering you is future proof, right? So it's tried and tested. It has the local India BIS approval. It has been approved and tested by the likes of Lloyd Register, Lycra. It's ISO 2700 approved product. We talked about the device. We said is ISO 9000. SOC 2 compliant. A quick wrap up on what we talked about. So there's no WPC frequency required if you use Wave PTX on the Wave PTX devices, right? There's no maintenance of infrastructure. Motorola provides an end-to-end solution. The device itself comes with a 2-year warranty. The handset comes with a 1-year warranty. We have a service center based out of Bangalore to support our devices. It comes with it. Then it's quick to deploy because it's over the air. We can manage everything in a very quickly. There's no need for getting frequencies, license, approval. All of that has gone away. We're offering new features like emergency alert, broadcasting, and GPS tracking of your vehicle. So you can do GPS tracking and voice communication, right? The solution is made in India. It's highly reliable, and it meets our Atmanirbhar goals of having a very robust and solid solution that is sold globally. Should you have any queries, please feel reach out to me. You have my contact details in the start of this slides, or you can reach me through our partners. I'm happy to answer any technical queries that you may have. Thank you.